So first, let's start off with this first session. So it's really how to make six figures in the next 12 months. Let's do that. That's what we're going to be talking about. And this is going to be I'm going to really show like what the process looks like, what the flow chart looks like, how do you actually think through it. So at least you can take a step back, because really I'm going to tell you what this industry and like what we do as coaches and speakers, what it really comes down to. What it really comes down to at the end of the day is understanding what the big picture is, and you can use different tactics in order to get to the main strategy. So I'm gonna walk through what's the common framework in terms of how we should be thinking about our business, and then we'll get tactical and specifically how to be able to do that, right? 30,000 foot view before I walk through what this is, right? It looks like almost like a tic-tac-toe board. So tactically, what this looks like. For our businesses, we have to have, we know, extreme clarity, because if you're not clear, your people are not going to be clear, right? So clarity on your topic, clarity on who you serve. And when I say clarity, everybody says, clarity, what does that really look like? But topic in terms of, you got really four main things, right? Four main topics. You got topics like, let's just say like relationships is like a major topic, right? You got money, right? You got like health, right? Relationship, money, health, and let's just say maybe like my name. That's under money, right? So that's like, let's just say like mindset or personal development, right? Now, all of these are great, but this is the issue that we face, is that anytime you go out and you just say, I'm a relationship coach, or money covers like business, that covers like real estate, like anything that deals with you generating income, that's what we categorize under money, right? But now, whatever you doing, whatever you select or whatever we have, we got to understand that today people value being a specialist in something. Right, it's what I've learned. It took me a lot of years to really understand and figure that out, right? Like a lot of y'all, already know my story. Kid from the Bronx, New York, grew up, didn't know anybody making six figures, like knew people around me, gangs, drug violence, people that I knew in my home addicted to drugs, everything you could think of, right? And so I'm blessed enough to even be standing here and being able to, being able to even do this. But I can tell you one thing, is that throughout my years of really learning and getting into business and figuring this out, is the more that time goes by, the more that I'm seeing specialists are winning. Like unless you like, Oprah or Tony Robbins, you can step back and say, all right, I'm gonna teach everybody about life. Everybody's gonna learn about life, right? But for us getting started, we want specialists in specific areas. So what that means is, we need to go deep. We need to go at least 1 or 2 layers deep in any one of these, right? So what that means is relationships, right? But relationships for who, right? So, I love relationships for like the queer community. That's a niche. You feel what I'm saying? Like money, we talking business, but what type of business? Are you helping restaurant owners? Are you helping speakers? Are you helping what? Like specifically what? Are you doing real estate? If it's health, when you think of health, somebody like just name, what are some things you think about when you think of health? Like just name some things. What does health mean to you? Recovery. What does health mean? What does health mean? Fitness. Yep. What else? What else falls under health? Your mental health. Love it. What else falls under health? Vanessa says meal prep. Meal prep, nutrition, right? That falls under health. What else falls under health? Mental, right? You could be helping bodybuilders. We got people who used to be bodybuilders that was part of the PCS program, right? Like you can help people who want to be marathon runners. It's so many different areas. So when you go and say health, that doesn't mean anything to anybody, right? Until you say, listen, you're training to go to the Olympics, and for this specific skill, I can help you. You're a busy entrepreneur. You're trying to lose weight, so I can give you some quick hit at home workouts. Right? You're trying to get your nutrition up. You're trying to lose weight. You're trying to gain muscle. That is what's winning today, right? So even before we get into this conversation, I want to make sure that we're clear on who we help and how we serve, because that is what's going to be highly attractive to people. And you want to repel people, and not repel people like they don't like you. Repel people from a standpoint of, oh, okay, that's not exactly what I'm looking for. Make sense? All right, cool. So Now that we have that, let me give you the overview. Let me show you specifically what this is going to look like. The business model. This is really like the business model of what we need to do in order to build our business 6 figures in the next 12 months. So start off like this. Everybody, all of us here, we're going to have let's just say 3 products and services at some point. In this year, I want you to at least have 3 products and or services. You already know what one of them are already, right? But let's start off with the one that y'all already know. Let's start off this way, one-on-one, right? One-on-one coaching, right? Now, this is typically high, like meaning if somebody's going to get your personal time, they typically going to pay the most for that, right? That's your time, that's your energy. Like you could be making money doing something else or getting clients or whatever. So if somebody's personally taking your time or you personally helping somebody, that's going to be the highest, right? So let's just go ahead and give this like 3 check marks. 3 dollar signs, right? All right, so next, this is mid. And mid, let's give that 2 dollar signs. From a mid perspective, let's just say this is our group. It's not going to be as high as the one-on-one, but it's going to, you'll charge midway based on the products or services that you sell. From a pricing perspective, it doesn't matter. Everybody gets caught up with pricing. It's not a big deal for your pricing. At the end of the day, you can change your pricing to whatever you want to change it to, right? So that's mid, right? And then low. Low, to get in the game, the easiest way to get in the game is to do a course. Like if you want to just have something to actually get people enrolled in what you do. Course. And by the way, as we're writing this, I appreciate y'all for putting it in the chat, right? So as you hear me write these things out, put it in the chat. Okay? All right. We good? All right. All right, so low, medium, and high. All right, so now that we know that, we have 3 products and or services. Simple. If you did nothing but master how to get people from here to here to here, you would easily make 6 figures. Actually, I know people who are doing this right now and they're making millions. And all they have is one product or service that they sell. There's a guy his name is Jeff Walker in our industry, right? He does product launches. Like he specializes in launches, right? He's up there with the Tony Robbins and like he's on that level. He's been doing this for years. All he has, let me tell you, is a $2,000 course that includes group coaching program for like a year. And then if you want to upgrade to one-on-one, or I think he has like a mastermind, if you want to upgrade to that, that's a higher price. And it just escalates in pricing. So how it's going to work for our programs and products is the entryway might be your group coaching. This might be an entryway, or one-on-one might be an entryway, depending on just how you want to do it. But there's no right or wrong answer to it. Meaning, if I get on the phone with somebody, or if I'm sending somebody a DM, or if I'm talking to somebody, my front end is going to be, this is what you call front end offer. My front end offer is, what am I going to introduce to them first? Right? So if I'm having a conversation with Lex and I say, okay, coming in, you're not even going to know I have one-on-one. You're not even going to know I have a course unless that's part of my offer. But you're not even going to know I have it. So you'll come in and then I'll tell you about my coaching program. And then you'll say, okay, I like it. No, the coaching program is dope, right? So then guess what? If they want to, as they're making progress and they get into your coaching, you can upgrade them to one-on-one. If they do one-on-one, and let's say you do 12 weeks with them and you're coaching them for a certain amount of time, and we can break this down, but I'm just trying to give you a high-level overview, then then they can they can filter into the group coaching program. And then as you can see, how long I've been doing the PCS program in one-on-one and group, and we just launched the new course, right? And a lot of the members took it. A lot of people who are not in the PCS program or haven't rocked with me, their first introduction into me was the course, right? So if all we did was just master, like just say, I'm gonna make sure that I grow my group coaching program. I'm gonna make sure that I provide so much value that people are gonna want to work one-on-one with me, and then I'm gonna continuously push the course for people who need to learn the foundation. Write that down, the foundation. Your course is for people who need to learn the foundation of what you teach. Think about your course as If you're training somebody one-on-one, let's say if you're training them on what are the top 12 things that you need to know to master my niche. I'm training you on the top 12 things. Guess what? What you're teaching them on one-on-one is exactly what's going to be in the course. It's just not live. They just can't get feedback. They're just not getting coaching on it. But it's the same content. A lot of what we do in our industry is really just the same. It's really a lot of similar information in different forms. And then you keep people relevant by keeping up with the times, what's happening in the world, helping people navigate, continue learning, continue giving people little nuanced points, et cetera, et cetera. Make sense? All right, so let's get to the 6 figures. Where does that come in at, coach? Where does that come in at? You giving me a lot of ideas, but I need to get to the bag. What's up? What's up, Bernie? All right, so first things first. Let's look at. I'm gonna put together some numbers, and I'm gonna need my phone for this one, because we're gonna have to look at some numbers. All right, so to make 6 figures, right, in a year, in a 12-month time span, right? So let's just do 100,000, divided by 12. All that is, it says 8333, but let's just say that's 80. Let's just say that's 8,400 a month. That's all it is. 6 figures is just 8,400 a month. Now that might look like a big number, but I promise you it's not. Especially once you start doing these and you got these on autopilot and you got processes and systems around it, it's not a big deal, right? So, all right, so that's 8,400 a month. So let's kind of keep that in mind, right? Now, let's start off with a course. Everybody here, actually, let's start off with group, because I think a lot of people we starting off with group. So it doesn't matter because we're going to get to all of them. But let's just say we have a group coaching program. Everybody here, minimum, I don't care what your niche is. I don't care if you're helping people make money or if it's relationships or whatever it is. Everybody here could at least charge $50 a month for their group coaching program. At least you could charge $50 a month for that, right? So, okay, so if I'm charging $50 a month, I say within the next 12 months, it is my belief that we can all get, in the next year, honestly, I really feel like we can all get, I'm just trying to give something low, but I promise you we can get more than that. But let's just say 75, right? So let's say we all get 75 members within this next year, right? So just coaching alone, let's see where we at. Coaching, just group coaching alone, $50 a month. And if you just tried your hardest and focused on, I'm gonna bless as many people as possible in this coaching program, in this group coaching, which is not gonna take any more time away from me, because I could have 7,500 or I can have 700 people on my call, or I can have 7,000 people. It's not gonna take any more time because I'm coaching once a week or once a month, right? So let's just say we got 75 people. That is easily 37.50. You already at 37.50. You already halfway. And honestly, I really want to, because I know we can get more than that, right? Because actually, I'm going to up it. I'm going to challenge y'all. I'm challenging us. I'm going to challenge us. I'm going to challenge us because we can, I'm telling you, we can get more. Let's just say 100. Let's go for the gusto. In a year, you just charge your hardest. We got 100 people in our group. That's $5,000 a month. You already have 5,000. By the end of the year, you know how much you made? If you have $5,000 a month, you already have 60K. Annual. You already have 60K annual. We haven't even talked about coaching on one-on-one yet. Right? Now let's look at one-on-one. Some of us are doing 12-week coaching programs. What I recommend is that we do at least, and we'll talk more about it when we get to the coaching session, but I recommend you either do 12-week coaching for one-on-one, or you do ongoing, they make their investment monthly, but you might meet with them, maybe once a month or once every 2 weeks or once a week if you want. It's up to you, right? And we'll talk about some different models. But at the end of the day, they're going to be paying you X amount of dollars per month. Let's just make it